Namaste children. So children, today we are going to start again the revision of the new chapter of economics of political science. In my previous class, we had done revision of lesson people as a resource. We had also discussed which type of questions will mostly come from that part. Okay, we had done all these things. So we have completed the two chapters of economics. The first chapter is story of village Palampur and the second chapter is people as a resource. So children, only these two chapters are going to come in economics. So after the revision, your work is to write the question answers in a revision copy and thoroughly prepare both the chapters. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the doubt class. Okay? So today we'll start with the revision of the new chapter of political science. And the name of the chapter is Constitutional Design. So children, in my previous video, while teaching this lesson, in the introduction of the lesson, I had told you regarding Nelson Mandela and how Constitution of South Africa was formed, was made. But as you know, after teaching this lesson, the new syllabus has come from CBSE. And in that syllabus, the portion of making of Constitution of South Africa has been deleted or excluded. So children, for your exams, now you don't have to study regarding the Constitution of South Africa. But it is not so that whatever you have learned, it is useless. Knowledge never goes in vain. Okay. So if I have taught you, at least you have known about the Constitution of South Africa. At least you know something about who was Nelson Mandela and how he fought for freedom of South Africa. But as per as your syllabus is concerned, for examination point of view, this topic has been excluded. So, for a knowledge purpose, you can revise, you can read, but in exam, questions will not come from this portion. Okay? So, we'll exclude this and today we'll start with meaning of the term constitution. Constitution is nothing new to you. I think all of you know. I have already taught you once and this topic you are learning from class 7th. Class 8th also you are having a part of constitution and in class 9th also you have learned. So you are aware about what is constitution. But still in revision I will tell you once again. A constitution is a book of law in which the rules and regulation, the laws which are to be followed by the people of the country are mentioned. Our Indian constitution is a written Indian constitution. It is written, it is not verbal. It is written by many people. So in this chapter we are going to study about what is constitution and making of our Indian constitution. But before that, we will discuss in the first part that I have just now told you what is constitution and after that we will discuss why do we need constitution, what is necessity of constitution. This I will explain you by giving example of you and your school. Suppose children, if you are coming to school, I think you are having school diary all of you and in that school diary all the rules and regulations which should be followed by you is mentioned. So just imagine for a school to run, just you can say that for a school to run properly, smoothly, the children have to follow the school diary, whatever rules and regulations are to be mentioned. So just imagine for a vast country like India, is it possible that country can run on its own? There should be a, just a guideline or a book or some guideline should be there that what should be done and what should not be done. What people should do and what people should not do, isn't it? So this guideline, these things, these rules are mentioned in a book and that is known as constitution. So, just now I had made a question that why do we need a constitution? I've explained just now we need that for smooth running of a country, for people to know what they should do, what they should not do, how a country should run, how the different executives in our country like chief minister, prime minister, council of minister, what should they do, what should they not do, how people of our country they can know that what is right, what is wrong, what are their fundamental duties, what are their fundamental rights, isn't it? Then for all this purpose, people require a book of law, and that book is known as Constitution. So we can say that for proper administration, for proper running, for smooth running of our country, for people to know what to do, what to not to do, what is required? A constitution is required. So we see that mostly all the democratic countries of the world, they have their constitution. You can take example, I already taught you regarding Africa. You know about America, that is USA, and all democratic country, they have their own constitution. So without constitution, a country cannot function properly. So this, if in exam the question comes that why do we need a constitution? You have to write whatever I've explained you now, and this has been given in your book in different points and paragraphs. You can follow that also. So this is the first part. What is a constitution and why do we need constitution? Okay. So after that, a question can come that what are the functions of the constitution? In that also you can say that due to constitution, the people of the country, they they know what is right, what is wrong. The conflicts which is there among the people, they can also be resolved with the help of constitution, because in a constitution different rules and regulation and laws are mentioned, different articles are mentioned. According to these articles, the solution can be done. Children, you know very well that our judiciary, they also follow whatever is mentioned in a constitution, and these things also you know that our Supreme Court and judiciary only has power to interpret the constitution. So this is why do we need a constitution and what are the functions of constitution. I've already explained in my previous video in detail. Children, this is just a revision video, so briefly I am explaining you everything, and after this I will just revise that how our constitution was made, regarding making of our constitution. So, our constitution, Indian constitution, was not made in one day. The preparation for making of a constitution was started before independence. For example, freedom fighters and leaders like Motilal Nehru and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and various other leaders, they held a session that is known as Lahore session. In that it was discussed, it was decided that what will be the framework of a constitution. And a framework was prepared, and in that framework it was discussed that certain provisions will be compulsorily added in a constitution, and that provisions were universal adult franchise and privileges to minorities. And you know that in our constitution these two things are included, isn't it? So different leaders like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Motilal Nehru, in starting in the Lahore session, in Karachi session it was held, and in that it was decided that how our constitution will be made. A framework of a constitution was prepared. And after that, children, you know very well that we got independence in 1947, and before that only, what started? The Britishers started playing their own tricks. And what was their trick? The trick was they always practiced the policy of divide and rule. Divide and rule means in our country, Muslim, Hindus and people following various religions and communities were living. So these Britishers sowed the seed of enmity between Hindus and Muslims. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he became the leader and formed a separate party named Muslim League. And in that party, he became the leader of Muslims and he started demanding a separate country. And you know that just before and after independence, the communal riots took place in our country, and that riot before partition also and after partition also it continued, after independence also it continued, and thousands of people were killed, both Muslims and Hindus. So we can say that our constitution was made in very difficult situation. When in our country, what happened? Peace did not prevail. Hindu Muslim riots started, and under such difficult circumstances our constitution was started made. So some points you have to remember before I teach you. In the making of a constitution, you have to remember some names, and in that the two important names are Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar and Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the head of drafting committee. He was the head of drafting committee. Name was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. That means whatever was written in the constitution, it was drafted by Bhimrao Ambedkar. And the president of Constituent Assembly, in my another video I will explain you what is Constituent Assembly. But president of Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So these two important leaders, they played a very important role in making of our constitution. So our constitution was made under difficult circumstances. One was the circumstance of partition, and second, princely states. Because you know that before Britishers were ruling our country, monarchy was there, kingship was there in our country, and at that time, after independence, what happened? Different the people of the different area, like in some area Rajasthan, Hyderabad, and some of the areas of India, the king of that time, there they started demanding that they want their kingdom back. At that time, next generation, they said that our forefathers were king. They had this area. They were the head of that area. They had the kingship in that area, and they started demanding those areas. They said that they will not unite with India. They want the separate kingdom. So just imagine, children, if Pakistan was being separated and the separate kings, they also wanted separate areas. What will happen? What will remain? India will be divided into different parts. And this was very painful. So, to unite India, our one important leader who is now at present known as Iron Man, and you know the name? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He played a very important role in uniting all these kings. Just by hook or crook, he convinced, he persuaded, and when it was required, he gave threaten also to all these next generation kings. Isn't it? They said that if your forefathers were king, if you feel that you want this area as your own area, you don't remain with India, he convinced some of the areas of Hyderabad, some area in Rajasthan, they come in this category. And what happened? These people were convinced by the conditions and plea given by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and they decided to unite with India. And like this, with efforts and patience of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, we are having today the united India. But Pakistan and India, the separation took, and now also due to the seeds that were sown by the Britishers, we have the problem of India and Pakistan, isn't it? And like this, our independence we got, it was under very difficult circumstances. India and Pakistan partition took place, and princely states problem also arose. But these problems were solved by our, at that time, Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So like this, after this, our constitution was started. And how constitution was framed, we'll discuss in the next video regarding the making of Indian constitution. Step by step we will discuss that how it was framed and what is our constituent assembly. So for today, we'll revise this much also. Your homework will be, you have to write about Indian Constitution and its function. So thank you children.